Hi, a little video to show some of the backdrop painting I did for Marty on Friday night. The first thing we'll see here is a jumpy pan of the overall 19 feet that I painted, starting with Campbell Hump Mountain, then a distant valley. Note the clouds hiding behind the mountains there. And then as you pan down, you get to the very narrow part of the benchwork. You can see the track in the foreground there, and now you can see a little bit of the fascia. When you get down here, the benchwork is very narrow. Marty plans to have just a tree line against the backdrop, so I painted some trees with some trunk detail just to help it blend in. You can see some of that. We'll see a better shot of that later. And then as we pan back, you'll see the overall scene with the Campbell Hump Mountain. It looks rather pointy from this perspective, but I'll talk about that later. First step was to pencil in the distant ridge lines to get a feel for the perspective and how the scene was going to lay out. And then I painted in the white haze on the horizon above that top pencil line with some indistinct clouds also. Then I used prototype photos for reference. This is Campbell Hump Mountain, a distinctive mountain that Marty wanted to use to set the scene on his layout. Notice how the color in the photo is a little bluer than what we did on the backdrop. Marty's using a yellow ochre type scenery base color, and so I tried to carry that color into the backdrop even though the prototype photo showed more of a wintry blue. This is one of the advantages of hand painting your backdrop compared to just using a photo. You can get a better color match. Normally I wouldn't paint such a pointy mountain, but this is the distinctive scene setter on the layout and Marty wanted it. Finally, here you can see some of the tree detail in the very narrow benchwork section. Since this is just a narrow tree line, we painted some tree detail in the background.